Dear students, today in this video we are going to do some important questions of class 12 history lesson 7 and imperial capital, Vijayanagar. There is every possibility of these questions coming in the CBSE board exam because these questions have been coming in the exams for the last several years. If you want to watch videos of other lessons, you can see the link by going to the description. So let's start the video. Question 1. Krishnadeva Raya's rule was characterized by expansion and consolidation. Determine the justification of the statement. Answer. Krishnadeva Raya was the majestic king of Tulu dynasty. 1. During his reign in 1512, he captured the Raichur Doab, the area between the Tungabhadra and Krishna rivers. 2. Suppressed the Gajapati rulers of Orissa in 1514. 3. Defeated the Sultan of Bijapur in 1520. 4. There was incomparable peace and prosperity in Vijayanagara during his reign. 5. He established the Nagalpuram Salt township near Vijayanagara in the name of his mother. Question 2. Mention 2 reasons for the decline of the Vijayanagara Empire. Answer. 1. After the death of Krishnadeva Raya in 1529, there was a tension in the political structure of Vijayanagara. Challenges by rebel heroes and generals to their successors. 2. Angered by the policies of Vijayanagara Prime Minister Ramaraya, the Deccan Sultans, the rulers of Bijapur, Ahmednagar and Golconda were defeated by their combined forces in the Battle of Talikota in 1565 after making an alliance. Question 3. Who were Nayak and Amar Nayak? Describe their role in the administration of the Vijayanagara Empire. Answer. A. Nayaks. 1. They were the chiefs of the army who usually controlled the forts. They had armed supporters. 2. These ordinary people used to travel from one place to another. Many times farmers also helped them in search of fertile land to settle. 3. Nayaks generally spoke Telugu or Kannada language. Thus the Nayaks played an important role in the Vijayanagara administration because of their military power. But sometimes when they rebelled, they had to be brought under control by taking military action. B. Amar Naika. 1. It was a major political system of the Vijayanagara Empire and took its elements from the Ikta system of the Delhi Sultanate. 2. Amar Nayaks were military commanders who were given territories for administration. 3. Like the Ikta system, it collected land revenue and other taxes from farmers, artisans and traders. 4. They kept teams of horses and elephants with them. Some parts of the revenue, taxes etc., were kept with them for their maintenance. 5. They used to provide their soldiers to the Vijayanagara rulers from time to time. As a result of the military assistance of these immortal heroes, the rulers were able to control the entire southern peninsula. 6. Amar Nayaks used to spend some part of the revenue for the maintenance of temples and means of irrigation. 7. The immortal heroes used to send tribute to the king once a year and showed their loyalty by appearing in the court with gifts. The king used to transfer them from one place to another to show his dominance and control. In the 17th century, the influence and power of the immortal heroes increased so much that many heroes had established their independent kingdoms, as a result of which the disintegration of the central political structure started. Question 4. Explain the importance of the royal center of Vijayanagara, especially keeping in view the Mahanavami Dibba and other important buildings. Answer. The word royal center is used for the part of the city that is probably the correct use of that part. The following arguments can be given in its favor. A. There were more than 60 temples in this royal center, while around 30 emirates have been identified as palaces, which is a comparatively less number. But what is noteworthy is that patronizing temples and sects was important for the rulers in that era, as they tried to establish and legitimize their power through association with gods and goddesses. In addition, palaces are relatively large structures. B. The structure called King's House is the largest in the royal center, but there is no definite proof of its royal residence. C. Similarly, Kamal Mahal was probably used as a council house where the king met his advisors. D. The Bhavan of Victory, or Mahanavami Dibba, was named on the basis of its shape and functions. The structure called King's Palace is the largest in the inner area. Its two impressive platforms are the Sabha Mandap and the Mahanavami Dibba. The Mahanavami Dibba is a huge stage, which goes up to a height of 40 feet from a base of about 11,000 square feet. The importance of the rituals associated with it was as follows. 1. Rituals associated with this structure. Probably the 10-day Hindu festivals celebrated in the autumn months of September and October, known as Dashehra. North India, Durga Puja in Bengal, and Navratri or Mahanavami in peninsular India were executed on the occasion of Mahanavami. 2. On this occasion the Vijayanagara rulers used to display their status, power and supremacy. 3. The rituals of the occasion included idol worship, worship of the state horse and sacrifice of buffaloes and other animals. 4. People got an opportunity to show their talent through dance and wrestling competition. 5. The procession of troops and ceremonial presents by chief heroes and subordinate kings and to his guests were signs of the king's power and glory. 6. The observation of the army of Nayaks by the king in a ceremony held in an open field is indicative of his control. 7. Religious rituals give information about the religious attitude of the king and the subjects. 8. On this occasion, the Nayaks brought a large amount of tribute to the king as well as fixed taxes. Question 5. Why were the water resources of the Vijayanagara Empire developed? Write the reason. Answer. 1. There is a natural pool formed by the Tungabhadra river in Vijayanagara. 2. Many water streams coming from the surrounding hills join the river. 3. Tanks of different sizes were made by making dams along almost all the streams. 4. One of these reservoirs is the Kamalapuram reservoir built in the early years of the 15th century. The water of this tank was not only used to irrigate the surrounding fields but was also taken to the state sent through a canal. 5. Since it was one of the driest areas of the peninsula, it was necessary to make elaborate arrangements for harvesting water and taking it to the city. 6. Hiriya Canal was also one of the water-related structures of that time. This canal carried water from a dam on the Tungabhadra and was used to irrigate the valley that separated the urban centre from the religious center. 7. Pace has also written in the description that reservoirs were constructed at that time. These reservoirs were used for irrigation of gardens and paddy fields. Question 6. Why was Abdur Razzaq, a Persian ambassador during the 15th century, highly impressed by the fortifications of Vijayanagara? Explain. Answer. In the 15th century, Abdur Razzaq, an envoy sent by the ruler of Persia to Calicut, Kozhikode, was greatly impressed by the fortification, which was done as follows. A. 7 lines of fortifications. 1. According to Abdur Razzaq, the messenger of the king of Persia, the city was surrounded by 7 lines of fortifications along with land used in agriculture and forests. 2. The outermost wall connected the hills surrounding the city. 3. This huge masonry structure was slightly conical. 4. No mortar or cementing material was used anywhere in the construction. 5. The pieces of stone were blown, due to which they used to stay in their place. 6. The interior of the walls was made of a mixture of mud and rubble. 7. The square and rectangular bastions were projected outwards. B. Encirclement of the fields. The fields were also encircled under the fortification. According to Abdur Razzaq, there are plowed fields, gardens and dwellings between the first, second and third walls. Pace has also expressed similar views. He writes, the distance from this first periphery to the entrance to the city is many, in which there are fields where they grow paddy and many gardens and much water which is brought from 2 lakes. These statements have been confirmed by archaeologists, who have discovered evidence of an agricultural area between the religious center and the urban center. The region was irrigated through an extensive canal system, in which water was brought from the Tungabhadra. See, other sieges. 1. The second fortification was built around the inner part of the urban center. 2. From the third the government center was surrounded, in which each group of important buildings was surrounded by its own high walls. D. Gateways. 1. The entrance to the fort had well-protected gateways which connected the city with the main roads. 2. Entrances were distinctive architectural patterns that often defined the structures to which they controlled entry. 3. The arch over the entrance leading to the fortified settlement as well as the dome over the gate are considered to be characteristic elements of the architecture transformed by the Turkish sultans. Art experts and historians call this style the Indo-Islamic style because it developed in contact with the local architectural traditions of different regions. How did you like this video? Will tell by commenting in the comment box. Write if you like the video. If you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel Gurudev Classes, then subscribe. Also press the bell icon so that you will get the notification of upcoming videos first. Thank you.